Say it with me. Potatoes are a weight loss and fat loss food. So we've all been led to believe that potatoes are bad when you're on your weight loss journey. It's a starch, it can raise your glucose, all of these things. But really, when you compare it to your other sides, especially rice, it's so much better. It's way more filling, where your potatoes are going to have fiber and your rice practically doesn't. And about 5 ounces of a baked potato is only 110 to 150 calories, where if you did 5 ounces of rice, it's going to be exceptionally more calories. On top of that, the potato is going to keep you fuller longer, and it's going to be more satisfying. Let me show you how to make a perfect baked potato, because I guarantee you there's a good chance you were possibly doing it wrong. The family is having red meat tonight. They're having steak. I am not currently eating red meat, so I'm going to eat roast chicken with mine. But let's get these potatoes washed, and I'll show you how I do it. All right, so we got our potatoes washed. Make sure you dry them really well. Now, once you get this dry, what we would normally do, or at least what I did for years before I learned not to do this, is you would go and poke holes in them. You don't want to poke holes in your potatoes, because when you do that, all of the steam that would cook inside of it and make it super fluffy and perfectly cooked escapes. And so you end up with this dense potato, and it just doesn't have that same flavor that you look for a lot of times that you would get at a steakhouse. So the way to do this, and everything else from here on out, is extremely simple. Do not poke holes. Wash them real good. Dry them real good. Next, we're going to take some good quality olive oil. I have a bowl here. I'm just going to pour a little bit in the bottom. We don't need it crazy covered. Take your potato, get a little bit on it. And I forgot to take my rings off, of course. We're going to take some pink Himalayan salt. That's what I like to use. And we're just going to sprinkle it all over. Let's try that again. We're going to sprinkle it all over the outside. Once you start getting it in the bowl, you won't have to add that much more salt, because it'll be at the bottom. It looks like a lot of salt, but it's really just going to be on the outside. You can dust it off. You can not use as much salt. Please do whatever makes your little heart happy when it comes to seasonings on this. But we're just going to repeat that and put each on our baking sheet. And I forgot to add, while I'm doing this, make sure your oven is preheating to 375. Somebody got to work out. Gonna take a walk. Oh boy. All right, now that we've got those going, we're going to get these put in the oven. We're going to start at about 45 minutes, but they're probably going to go about an hour, and I'll show you when they're done. All right, and I've got mine all put together. So instead of sour cream, I used a dollop of whipped cottage cheese, and I did put a little bit of butter in mine. And then we have 2% cheese and some green onions. I've got my roasted chicken and a salad. Now, I am going to top my salad with some protein ranch, and I will link that recipe down in the caption below. But y'all got to give this potato a try. Trust me, don't poke the holes in it. Have a good night.